Found it! Yes! Come on, man! What are you doing sitting down? Let's learn some Kung Fu! Bruh, that's so random. Let me be. I just watched God of High School, and I'm now in the mood. My dude, let me show you. Oh no. Are you okay? Should I call 911?
No, ambulance ain't cheap. It's just a Taco Bell tickling my belly and heart. I'll be okay.
Okay. Like I said, I was gonna play Absolver. Do you wanna watch?
Sure, give me a minute.
Is it just me, or do y'all also stare at your Steam library not knowing what to play, just to realize 2 hours have passed and now it's time to sleep? If so, you have clicked on the right video, because I'm going to introduce you to a game that I found very enjoyable and underrated in my opinion, both due to its peculiar gameplay and its community. I'm going to introduce y'all to Absolver. I will be covering 5 things about the game that I think you should know before deciding whether or not to give this game a chance. So without further ado...
Psst, just tell him, man. Don't be shy. Just tell him. I'm the one in pain.
Oh yeah, just a reminder, if you're new to my channel, consider subscribing as my content will get better over time. And if you find this video helpful by the end, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Now without further ado, let's talk about Absolver. Oh boy, let's talk about the lore. I have a great affinity for games with a very solid storyline, and Absolver met up to my expectations. The world lore of Absolver is pretty interesting and complicated. In summary, humanity discovers some type of precious stones that are called essence. Its properties are so remarkable that soon after its discovery, the world revolves around these essences. Later on, there is a huge earthquake that destroys the empire, but from this incident, a new power arises, called the Guides. They create enchanted masks that allow their fighters to resurrect once they die. These fighters are called Absolvers. But to become an Absolver, you must beat all the masters aka bosses in the area as a prospect. That is what I understood from playing the game, and if I am wrong or missing something, please let me know in the comment section. In my opinion, the game does a great job at both presenting you with the lore and give room for your imagination to connect the puzzles as to why something is the way it is. There are few cutscenes in the game that in my opinion are very well done and crucial for understanding the overall story of the game. Okay, so the world of Absolver is pretty unique, and I'm sure you got the message by now. But have you guys ever come across a painting that made you feel a connection in some eerie way? Well, the world of Absolver feels like a dynamic painting, and you are part of this painting. The way the world presents itself is as if it wants to be explored, but unfortunately as a player you have very limited exploration abilities. Nevertheless, the level design is very decent. They present you with a world that feels empty but alive at the same time. Except for Oratian Corner, I hope I pronounced the name right. But this area is very odd and I liked it at first, but the level design left me nauseous after a while. Like literally nauseous. So this takes me to my third point, where I do not understand why almost every master is accompanied by multiple people. Finding multiple people in this game is pee-pee poo-poo, and I think that is because switching between multiple targets gets time to get used to. Also, weird camera angles did not help me, or maybe I'm just really bad at this game. But every master has one unique move that you can learn after defeating them, but that's if you can defeat 2 or 3 prospects with a master on your ass. I mean, it is doable, but you will lose your sanity at one point. I have a feeling that some of these masters were meant to be beaten with help of friends or other players. Luckily, other players explore the world with you, almost as if you are playing an MMO. Right now the player base is very small, but despite that, I came across multiple players who agreed to explore the world with me. Watch out though, because the friendly attack is always on, and if you're not careful, you can lock on your teammates and hit them. And this felt like a very good way to troll someone, but luckily I did not come across any trolls. And if someone wanted to duel me, they would always ask for my permission first. Losing duels in this game does not feel bad at all. I think that was mainly due to the animation at the end of each fight, where the winner could revive the loser by holding his or her hand to help them get up. But speaking of PvP, there's a leaderboard both for school rankings, which are like clans in this game, and single player duels. This brings me to combat. The combat seems to be very fluid. There seems to be a huge number of different combo combinations that you can set up and learn, which leads to a community of Absolvers with a very diverse fighting playstyle. I was very impressed by this, as it felt like everyone would be able to find their own fighting style to duel other players. Yeah, duel other players. Unfortunately, the storyline is very brief and it took me about 5 hours to complete it. Man, I wish after beating the last master, you were allowed to explore the area outside. I would personally even be down if the current storyline became like a tutorial where after beating all the masters you would get the permission to explore the universe. But unfortunately, the development of Absolver has been ceased as of a year ago. I'm not sure why the devs gave up on a game that seems to have endless potential, but if you do, let me know in the comment section. I would guess that the game became too costly to continue. I knew this before giving this game a chance, and I'm happy that I did. Nevertheless, as I explored the game, I became saddened knowing that such a peculiar game will most likely not get a new content, thus never seeing its full potential. The game runs very well, but keep in mind there are some bugs and my game did crash once. I recommend everyone to give this game a chance, as I promise you a very unique experience. The game does go on sale on Steam from time to time, so add it to your wish list and grab it next time when it goes on sale. I personally would not pay fully for a game that the developers are not supporting it anymore, but that's up to you guys. I still think you guys will enjoy it and have a really good time. Also, lastly, as of now, I haven't played Downfall yet, which is like a free expansion to Absolver after you beat the main story, so I look forward to that.